This is Albemarle Digger. Many of you have probably watched my video called DIV-12 Jigsaw Puzzle, in which I reconstructed a rather rare ration can from the pieces recovered from a soldier's hut at DIV-12, which was held in Culpeper, Virginia. In this video, I'm going to attempt another reconstruction, only this time it's for a fellow relic hunter who is also interested in preserving some history. It involves a mess plate, which he dug at a DIV event many years ago. The plate was intact when he dug it, but unfortunately in the years following, it became a victim of severe deterioration and started to crumble. The relic hunter, who had seen my jigsaw puzzle video, packaged it up real well, along with some other relics that needed some TLC, and shipped them off to me for treatment and preservation. Sadly, the plate disintegrated during shipment and arrived to me in many pieces. My goal now is to reconstruct the plate the best I can, treat it to prevent further deterioration, and try to save the history it represents. So let's get busy and see what we can do about restoring this neat relic. Here are the pieces to the mess plate. When this plate was dug, it was washed with warm water and then sprayed with clear lacquer, but unfortunately nothing was done to stop the rusting process or to retard the rusting process. So the rust continued to eat away at the plate for over the years, and this is what I have to work with now. My first step was to submerge all these pieces into a bath of lacquer thinner in order to get rid of the lacquer that was left on the plate. Otherwise, the treatment process would not take. So they've been cleaned with lacquer thinner, and then I sprayed them with this rust fix, just a light coat to sort of stabilize them while I work with them. Their pieces are very fragile. As you can see, there aren't as many pieces as there were to the ration can, but this reconstruction is actually going to be trickier than the ration can was. The reason being is I don't have the balsa wood block or form with which to build the plate around. However, if you'll notice, on these pieces right here, around the edge, around the perimeter of the plate, right there where my thumb is, there's a little hole around this edge. You see that hole right there? And all these pieces have that. And so what I've done is I'm going to take those paper clips there. I've already got this one bent, so it replicates the bend of the rim there. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to insert this into this hole like that. And I'm going to slide the pieces together around that piece of wire. That'll help hold the rim intact. And I've got all my necessary tools to work with. I've got my magnifying glass, my side cutters there to cut those paper clips with. I've got some dark chocolate espresso buzz beans to keep me going, as well as a cup of coffee. And so I'm going to get busy and see about reconstructing this old mess plate. Well, it took about 4.5 hours to reconstruct this plate. As you can see here, it is complete, and it's been treated with its first coat of Total Solutions Rust Converter. This will be a two-step process, so I'll be back with you in about 24 hours after this first coat has a chance to dry, and you'll be able to see what the plate looked like at that stage. Good morning. It's Monday morning. The application of Total Solutions has had 24 hours to dry, and this is what this plate looks like at this stage. I'm going to give it another coat of Total Solutions, as you can see here, and I'll let that dry for another 24 hours, and I'll be back with you to show you the end result. Good morning. This is Wednesday morning, December 30th, 2009. As you can see, the second coat of Total Solutions has had a chance to dry. The restoration of this plate is now complete. and another piece of history has been preserved. All things considered, I think it turned out pretty well, and I think it will make a very nice display piece when returned to the collection of its rightful owner. Here are the other relics that the client sent to me. They're shown here in their completed state. They turned out pretty well too, I think. So from this plate in its as-dug condition to this display case full of old rusty crumbs, and back to the plate in its restored condition, and from this case of rusty and deteriorating relics, now in their treated and preserved condition, a whole lot of history has been saved, and I feel honored to have had a hand in the process. I hope you have enjoyed watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the next episode from Albemarle Digger.